everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is just a quick update, literally just giving you a little bit an update of the Cowboy build, because people are always asking how's it going. So I'm just going to show you through some of where we are at, if I can get this expanding foam in my beard. But basically, yeah, I'm going to show you guys just rough of where we're at now, the progress. I'm also going to try and see if I can link in this clip the day when we came back onto the job. When did we come back to this job? I can't remember now when it was. When we came back to the job anyway, and we had the whole house empty and available for us, I did do a walk through the house and show you guys what it looked like. So I'm going to show you probably first what it looked like, and then we're going to go into what it looks like now. But yeah, we're getting there. I reckon another 2 weeks and we'll be finished sort of all the top floor, all the hallway down and everything, you know, painting wise, decorating wise. We're waiting for the bathroom, for the upstairs and the kitchen to come, which hopefully should get soon. And then we're going to do that floor, and then we come down and do the second floor. So let me just quickly show you guys from the first floor, and we're going to go all the way up to the top. A lot of the walls, the plaster is going to come off. I'm not sure if you guys can see, we're on the first floor now. I'm not sure how the camera will pick this up. I'm not sure if you guys can see how slanted the top of this is, because that's because this is the side of the house that dropped and it's caused everything to lean. Because if you look here, you can probably see this one. You can see how lean it is. You can see here where someone's cut the door. If you look at the door, you can see how they've cut the door to compensate. That looks like at least an inch has been cut off that door. So there's a toilet here, we've got to rip it all out, all the tiles got to come out. We're taking all these door frames out. We're going to have to superficially build these door frames straight, shim them and stuff to get them straight. We can't do anything about propping the house up again, unfortunately. We're just going to try and straighten out as much as we can. So there's a couple of things in here to take out. This room is quite bad. You can see there were some leaks in the ceiling that had been patched at some point. So all this ceiling is coming down. Unfortunately, all this covings, the original, is going to come down because it's just so bad, such in bad condition. It's all going to have to get ripped off. Maybe we'll get replaced with coving again, but it's all getting taken out. Now this wall, you can see how bad this wall is here, where the plaster literally just come off the wall. This is where the movement when the house dropped, that all the plaster just came off the wall, the stress cracking. So obviously the structural engineer has been in here and had a look at everything. So all this stuff can be fixed now, but this is just the damage that's happened of the house because of the drop. You can see the crack going all the way down the ceiling here, all the way down to there. You can see another one here. This is all as a result of the house moving. There's just cracks everywhere on the house. Okay, there's a massive one here. This part of the ceiling is about to fall down here. You see. So as I said, all the ceilings are going to get ripped out. So the house is getting rewired anyway, so might as well rip it all out. You guys can see the electrics in here, how dated this is. So it's all getting ripped out. Okay, and then there's a bathroom in here as well, which all the ceiling has already fallen down in this bathroom. So the house is just falling apart literally, and because it's been like this for years, they've not done anything. They've just been in a hopeless situation, and the house has just been falling apart around them. So we're going to move upstairs. Upstairs again is another mess. They are still clearing up here, which is the last bit they've been working on. So they are basically going to sort this out by the weekend. There's cracks everywhere. This is the back of the house again. All the ceiling is falling down. You can see we've got damp in the corner there, so we need to check that out. It's probably the gutter, because there is a gutter along that wall. So imagine that's gutter in here. Then we've got, I think this is, I'm not sure what this room is. This one's locked. Okay, I can't remember what this room is, but this one's locked. And this is basically the room where the elderly couple were basically living in this one little, well, it's a big room, but they basically only stayed in this room, and the rest of the house is how it was. It's just been used as dumping grounds. So they've literally, this is the last of what they're clearing this weekend, which is the last of their belongings. And this room again is not too bad. There's massive crack in here and all along here, so probably all this is going to come off. There's definitely some chimney water damage from the chimney, which is probably what we saw right downstairs, a little bit trickling. So there's probably around this sloping roof there's a chimney, and probably the flashing has failed around that chimney. So we're gonna have to sort that out when we do the roof, and the roof is a summer job, so or maybe, I'm not sure, we might have to prioritize sorting that out. I'm not really sure at the moment, but that's basically that. So yeah, again, strip out all the architraves, all the skirting boards, all the carpets. We're basically coming here to just rip out everything. Got a massive crack up the wall here again, which goes up into that. It goes up into all this ceiling here, and there's some sort of loft window thingy here. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it'll be good if we could put a loft light window up there or something, because it looks like it's been boarded up. Let some light in from the top. I think that'll be nice. And that's pretty much it, guys. So we are from the ground floor. We're working up. This is where we had stopped the last time, so we just sort of blended and had some skimming up there and worked our way around here. So there's still a little bit of filling and so on to do, but this is pretty much where we are at. So we're on the first floor. This is one of the rooms. This was one of the worst rooms in the house, if you guys remember from the video that you've probably seen just recently, in the beginning of this video, where all this section of wall had come apart. All the ceilings had fallen down. We put all brand new ceilings in here. Took all the Latham Plus ceilings down, all brand new ceilings. So you can see now we've put in skirting boards in here. The boys hadn't skimmed this high enough, so there were some sections where we've had to fill in. So Nandy's giving it one coat. I've put the skirtings in and we've gone around and filled in a few bits and stuff. So he'll take care of all these last little fillings and caulking and stuff. He'll give it a second coat. Also, we've been taking these old redundant gas line thingies out of the wall. So you can see he's taken one out here already, and he's just in the process of taking this one out, and then he's going to fill these up. We've had to do them all the fireplaces in the other rooms as well. So that's there. So we are basically in this hallway here. We've got skirtings to do in this hallway. You guys can see it's all been, again, undercoated with one coat of undercoat. We've been putting door frames in, architraves and so on. We've been putting skirtings in as well. The same thing here. We've been doing the same thing. We've got a little bit more skirting here to do. Some boxing and so on. So, but this is where it's at. So this is the second room. Same thing again. I've had to do with some of the places here with the walls. I've had to go over and sort out some fittings. So, but when it's all done, I'll show you the rooms upstairs, which had the same treatment. You'll see what it looks like when it's all finished. We've got this window to sort out. All these rotten window frames all coming out as well. So we'll sort that out. But for now, I'm just trying to get a place so that Namdi can paint, stuff like that. So again, new ceilings all been in here as well. So we haven't touched this section of the house, which is the last bedroom and the kitchen, until we do the kitchen upstairs. Then we'll, because this is space that we use. So moving up, again, you can see we've got light up here, so it'll be a bit better to see with some light. If you can get some light in up here. I think we've got light in here. Oh no, we haven't got light. Oh yes, we do. Or do we? Can't remember now. I think he's shut everything down actually. Namdi's gone home. So we're in here. So this room is done. As far as painting is concerned, it's had its finals. I think he's finished in here actually. I think he's done his second coat on all the woodwork. You guys can see the woodwork. It looks like he's just got to paint all inside of these here. These are the original door frames. To believe it or not, he's done a lot of work on it, stripping the paint off, filling and all that. And we've put new architraves in and new skirting boards all the way around here. You guys remember what this top floor was like? You can see how much work has been put into this room. It's quite a big room. Well, a lot has been done in here. All out here is all just been undercoated. Hasn't been finished painting. We're still doing skirtings. I think we just got this section here to do of skirting and this corner here to do. We ran out of skirting boards today. This is the next room that has also been complete. Namdi's finished it today. And you guys can see all the painting is done in here. You guys can see it. See it all close up. this is the finished quality of it. So it's looking really good. Ceilings are all done in here. Only thing we've got to do is sort out that cupboard, which is where the old water tank was. So we've got to sort out the board in there and sort out in that little room there. But this is where we're at for now. This room, all the ceilings have been done. Again, architraves and all that have been done. See if I can show you a bit widescreen. The whole room. And I'll show you again this room here. Bit of a widescreen, you can see it a bit better. Yeah, massive, massive change. You have to be here to see it. The camera doesn't really do it justice, especially with the lighting. So here's our small kitchen, which we haven't obviously waiting for the kitchen. So putting some architraves here as well, putting some skirtings here as well. And that's it here. Again, so this room he's got to finish off. He's got a coat of paint to do in here, and then he's got to do the woodwork. So again, one of those things was in the wall here, the chimney. He pulled it out, one of those metal old gas things. So he'll sand these down. He's very, very meticulous. You can see any little sort of nibby scene, he's done a little filler on it. So he's gonna go over and he's gonna do a final coat of paint in here. Then, as I said, 2 coats on all the woodwork. Then this will be the 3rd bedroom done, which will be the 3rd bedroom upstairs. This is the bathroom, this is where the bathroom will be upstairs. So again, we haven't finished in here. But this is basically what we're looking like at the moment. Then we've got a lot of work to do on these banisters as well. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the banisters yet, so because they're all crooked on this side, so I'm not sure what we're going to do with those. I think I might just be tempted to just replace them all. It might just be easier. We can keep these, sand these all down, because you can see the state of the paint, the cracked paint on these are just so bad. I think we might just end up taking them all up. Maybe a bit more. What do you guys think? Maybe we paint the tops and then obviously it's up to the customer, but maybe have these in wood sort of thing, maybe varnished or stained or something like that. I'm not sure. Originally these would have had that sort of dark, you can see it's been painted over and it's all flaking off. It would have been dark, so it'd be nice to put it back how it was. The walls here are going to be sort of like I think they're actually white, actually, the paint that we're using. I think it's a white. We've got some paint here somewhere. If I can find it, I'll show you guys what we're using. For anyone who's asking what paint we've used in the rooms, let me see if I can find a tin of it. Let's see, somewhere. We had some tins in here somewhere. I'm not familiar. Oh, here we go. I am not actually familiar with this paint, so it's a new paint for me. The company is called Lick, L-I-C-K, and this is the color Grey 02. High pigmented paint for depth of color. So this was provided to us by the customer. They bought it online. So that's the paint that we're using, Lick Grey 02. And we are using, let me see if I can find what we'll be using for the hallways, which is the white. Here we go. This is what they're using in the hallways, or we'll be using in the hallways. Easy Care Dulux. It's a pure brilliant white, basically, washable and tough. So it's a matte, but it's 20 times tougher, it says, than standard mattes. So this is what we're using on all the hallways, from the top, ceilings, everything, all the way down, basically. Well, I'm not sure about the ceilings. The ceilings have been done with 3 coats, so I think it's just from them walls going down. Well, the ceilings have all been done in the Dulux pure brilliant white anyway, so it's the same color. But obviously the walls, I guess, is where they're going to get touched, and they want them to be easy to sort of wipe and stuff, so it makes sense. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. So as I said on the white screen, maybe I can show you guys a little bit better here. So yeah, this is This is this room. I think this room, obviously there's these little filling bits and he's got to do all the caulking around the skirtings and stuff. So, and you know, things like that where he's been filling these. So then I think once he's done that, he gives it one more coat on the walls, and then all the woodwork gets two coats of we are using as well. Again, anybody wants to know the stuff that we're using, let me see if I can show you what we're using for the woodwork. We're using a satin wood. I love satin wood. I think it's one of the best wood finishing paints for like skirtings and so on. See if I can find it anywhere. I'm not sure where Namdi's put it, but I don't know what it is. I gave him a massive tin of it. Is it this one? It might be this. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there we go. So this is what he likes to use. It's not that cheap. I think this was about £65 for a tin. Johnstone's Trade Aqua water-based satin, brilliant white, and this is a quick dry as well. So it allows him to get his 2 coats on in the day, like what he's done today. Dries quite quickly. It's very tough and durable, and it doesn't shine too much, which is what I hate. And it's water-based, so because it's water-based, it's not going to yellow like some old, you know, oil-based glosses and eggshells that are oil-based. Sometimes the oil sort of turns them yellow at some point. Water-based ones generally you don't have that issue with them, so that's why I also like to have them, because they just last longer and they just go on so nice. That little sheen on the satin, it just looks so nice, you know. So that is what we're using. So he's got to paint all the insides here, but this is the way he works. He does all the inside bits here last, where the doors are going to go in. So yeah, so soon all we've got to do, once he's finished, like this room now is finished, I can get an electrician to come in, do a second fix for me, and then we're going to put the radiators in. And once the radiators are in, we are finished with the rooms. Oh yeah, we've got to put door on, and then we're done with the rooms. And we're going to do each room like that, and then we'll do the hallway, same thing, and work our way down. And then once we're finished and we got down to the ground floor, they're going to get carpet guys to come in, and they're going to carpet everywhere. They're going to do the room, all out here, all down here to that room. I'm going to work my way out because I'm going home now. They're going to carpet all the way down here as well. They'll carpet out, and there's another bedroom over there. They'll carpet out to there. They'll carpet here. It's a lot of carpet. They'll carpet all the way down here. They'll carpet all the way to the back there. They'll carpet all the way down the stairs, and they'll stop at the bottom of the steps. Bottom of the steps will be carpet, and then we'll do a wooden floor from the front door, and that will do all of the ground floor, all down to the back of the extension will be in wood. And obviously the bathroom and toilets and the kitchens and stuff will have a different floor. I'm not sure what they're using yet. I think it's tile in the bathroom. I'm not sure what the kitchen's going to get. And that, guys, is it for me. So I am shooting off. Hope you guys enjoyed the update. Hopefully I can show you some working days soon, but I just could only get down here to do an update for you guys. But let me know what you think. Let us know what you think of the progress so far, and catch us on the next video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.